Hey guys, I got a new gun here for my collection. This is a 9mm slide action, pump action, I guess people call it trombone action, 9mm rifle. I've released some shorts on it earlier, but yeah, it's a slide action style rifle. Let's get you in a little closer here. Of course, it has a very simplistic, I guess, brace or buttstock here. There's two settings. You can pitch it down or pitch it up. Of course, it takes these Smith & Wesson EZ 9mm magazines. It does have a rotating bolt that locks over in this recess right here. It has iron sights, front and back here, and a very simple, I guess, slide handle with one action rod. There was a second one that came with it, but it really doesn't need it. One seems to work just fine. Of course, there's a mag catch right here for the magazine. Has a very straight pull back trigger mechanism. Longtime viewers may recognize this from the 9mm bolt action pistol from my collection as well. But yeah, I mean, to function it, you just, work the action back. It will pick up a round, close it, pull trigger, and repeat. There is a lock over here that keeps the pump or the slide forward. When it's locked in position. But the real locking mechanism, of course, is the rotating bolt with the single locking lug over here on the side. A little more about it. The barrel is 16.5 inches long. It is crowned. It's a Green Mountain barrel with a 1 in 10 twist. There is, some people have asked, it cannot be slam fired. It's actually striker fired inside there, so you couldn't slam fire it. There is a simple, hook style extractor right there, and there is an ejector post down in there, and that's how it ejects. So let's get a look at the other side real quick. Of course, there's not a lot over here. This is how the stock mounts. There is, like I said, there is two settings. One, if you had a high red dot, you could bring the stock on up, and this one is more for the iron sights with it tilted down. These grips here are American Walnut with a little bit of Tung Oil attached to them. And here you can see the second action rod could be used if needed, but it's really not required. But enough talk. Let's take it to the range and put a few rounds to it. Yeah, a really fun gun to shoot. 9mm, not a lot of recoil. The length of pull could probably be a little longer for me. You don't want the bolt hitting you in the face. It's about right, but it could probably be a little longer for my stature. The drop at the heel here is probably about 2.5 inches at this angle. The other angle leaves it about 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch. And that's what I was, in the video, the stock was set higher. But big picture, it reminds me a little bit of the Russian AS VAL or VAL. Has that kind of a skeleton look about it, of course, with the thick bull barrel. It is begging to be suppressed and SBR'd, I'll grant it that. But there are the sights, like I said, they're dovetailed in. Of course, a red dot might be, more modern. Okay, to field strip this rifle for cleaning, I'll move the camera so you can get a better view. But of course, take out the magazine. Simple enough. But there's a screw right here. You can see it. It's a big bolt. You take that out, and that will disconnect the bolt from the slide action. Let me do that real quick. Hey guys, real quick, I do have some books for sale through Amazon. There's a playlist on my channel called Books on Guns. There's a video for each one of these books. Again, if this kind of thing kind of interests you, you might want to check out some of those books. They might be interesting. There isn't one on this particular rifle, but there are several. Okay, like I said, I took that little bolt out. Again, that's what connects this operating rod, which goes to the front slide, and of course that connects the bolt. But the bolt just comes on out, and of course now the bolt can be cleaned. There is a access screw back here. That's how you get to the firing pin spring and the firing pin, but you wouldn't take that apart just to field strip it. You can see this little camming surface that the bolt head rides in, and that's what, of course, locks it when you go forward. It makes it lock in that locking lug right there in the receiver. Also, while it's here, the firing pin will get in focus. The firing pin will only go out when the bolt head is all the way back. So it's also an out of battery safety. So if the action is pulled back just a little bit, the firing pin won't protrude. So it's a good out of battery safety. So the gun has to be in the lock position before it could ever fire. So of course that's the striker I was talking about. So anyways, so yeah, you'd clean all this. You can see the grooves for the ejector post to ride down, and of course the extractor and the firing pin. But really, field strip wise, that's all you have to do for this rifle. Of course, you'd want to inspect the chamber, and there's the feed ramp. You can see it right down there. You get something to point with. You can see it right down there. Make sure all that's clean. And down in there, you can see the trigger, maybe. But again, it's striker fired, so there's a sear that drops when you push the trigger back. And the trigger, like I said, it's just like the one that's on the 9mm bolt action pistol, and it goes straight back. So we've got a pretty nice trigger pull, and I kind of like that big pad on it. Of course, the trigger guard and the mag catch and the magazine. There's a mag stop to keep the magazine from going too far in. Real quick, I was going to say, if this kind of thing interests you, I will put a longer video over on my Rumble channel, Garage Guy 3006. I can get a little more detail about it. Again, if it's really interests you, check over on Rumble as well. Okay. While I got it like this, I was also going to say there are some little lock screws here to keep the trigger housing attached to the receiver. You wouldn't want that getting loose. Again, the way that striker and sear work, that would be bad, and you could end up the striker slipping over the sear. So you wouldn't want that. So again, it's got those lock screws in there. But to reassemble, there's really not a lot to do. You just clean the bolt and put it back in there. The bolt does need to be in this position when you insert it, so the locking lug can ride down this channel. So, but let me do that real quick and put this thing back together. Well, there it is, guys, all back together. Again, a fun little rifle from my collection. It really has been a neat, fun one. Of course, now that it's all back together, you can function check everything. But yeah, really neat. But if you guys like it, leave some comments. Also, if you're interested, if you've gotten this far and you'd like a book on this one, leave a comment or something. Let me know. I might could do one on this one, since it's a pretty unique action. But okay, guys, appreciate it. Be safe and God bless. Thanks.